So regardless of how you play Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, today I'm going to show you how to get free wonder weapons and free rare items. Now this is on the overworld and this is also in the dark ether. This is beginner friendly and this is very easy to do. It also doesn't include a single glitch. Now I will be talking about a few glitches in this video, but none of this video is based on that. If you're new to my channel, I post a lot of glitches such as this one, allowing you to bypass a death barrier and unlock the brand new schematics in season 6. Now I'm gonna have that up in the top right in the description down below, but play the way that you want. If you are judgmental whenever it comes to glitches, you need to relax, because people can play the way that they want to play as long as it doesn't affect other players. That's my personal opinion. So today I'm going to show you a video with 0 glitches whatsoever. Now granted, I do the tombstone glitch, so I never personally run out of items, but if you are out of items and you want to grab some new ones, today I'm going to show you how to do that. And again, there are 0 glitches involved. So let's get right into things. First of all, I would suggest that you have an upgraded Scorcher to do this, but obviously if you're looking for wonder weapons, you may be out of them. So you can do this without it. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult whenever it comes to the wonder weapons. This is more for if you want to fill up your stash and you're not really a glitcher, or if you want to fill them up quick, because you can do this in 5 minutes. Yes, that's right. If you have the items necessary, especially a Scorcher, you can actually complete this in 5 minutes. Get your friends Scorchers, fill up your stash faster than the tombstone duplication glitch or any other glitch for that matter. Then this doesn't involve a single one. So first of all, you're actually going to have to go back to season 1 in order to do this. It's very cool. Let's go back to this portal that I haven't been in 6 months. Surely this won't go bad. Let's see what happens. So typically you can do the tombstone duplication glitch with dark ether portals as well, but I'm not gonna do it in this video. I actually did it in a separate video that I'll have linked at the top right in the description down below, my all tombstone working glitches video. However, today we're not going to be doing that. You can see you can do it with the brand new dark ether as well. Every single portal works, but just as a heads up, make sure you drink another tombstone in case you die in the dark ether if you do that. I always forget to mention that. I don't typically die in the dark ether, but some people do. And no, that's not arrogance. That's just me flying up in the air with my Scorcher, because I can't say enough things about it. So here we are in the season 1 dark ether. And the very first thing that I want you to do is fly over to the castle, or get your way over to the castle. It's very easy to find, but you should be using a map because your life could be way easier. It's like not having a phone with Google Maps or something like that. So first of all, you have this map on Warzone Hub. Now you can also join the Call of Duty Discord in case you don't have a Scorcher on hand, and just go ahead and grab yourself whatever you need. They have a looking for group zombies channel. I'll have that in the description down below. I love mentioning it because it's a great community, and a lot of streamers out here have their own communities. I have mine at the top left there. I'll open up for Black Ops 6, but they're typically not helpful for schematics, and really it's useless for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. First of all, at the top of these towers you're going to find 2 keys. One of them is going to contain the officer's quarters key. The other one's going to contain the munitions storeroom key. Now each one of these is highly required. If you're worried about dying in the dark ether, or you're a beginner player in general, or you just want to be safe, make sure that you have tombstone soda equipped. It's the most important perk in the game, and it makes your life a lot easier. It creates a safety net for you. Next up, make sure that you go over to this other tower. This is where you're going to find the munitions key. These are probably the most valuable on the map. I've gotten the most luck with these rooms, but I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know down below which ones you get the most wonder weapons from, but make sure that you have 2 inventory slots for these. These are the easiest to get, and you can grab them instantly. So if you wanted to rotate with just these 2 rooms, that's totally worth it in my opinion. So next up, you want to go over to the left side of the map and grab the 3rd key. We're going to grab all 4 keys quickly, unlock all 4 rooms, and then hop right out. That's what this video is for, efficiency. So first of all, find your way over to this middle building right here, and I actually thought that it was on the 2nd floor at first, but I was wrong. So you're going to actually find it on the 1st floor, but they have identical tables, dinner tables, on the 2nd floor and the 1st floor. You're going to notice here on the left, I notice it, and so what I do is I go ahead and just hop through the window, grab it real quick, and now you have the barracks key. So now you have the munition storeroom key, you have the officer's quarters key, and you have whatever the other 3rd key that I just grabbed was, or I did not mention. Make your way back over to the castle. There is a 4th key. It's called the antiquities key, but I wouldn't really suggest it. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's actually very easy to get to. So if you want to do it and you get really unlucky with the other keys, I would suggest it. Otherwise, it just takes a little bit of extra time. It's actually right next to itself though. Now that I think about it, you can see this dome building. That's actually where the locked room is. I'll show you exactly where it is in a second. So if you want to do this, you know, it might actually be pretty efficient. So drop down the well here on the back of the building and grab that key real quick. There's a rift up top, or rather right next to it, and that will send you up top. Now in the dome building, you're going to find that locked room. I'll show you in a second, but let's go over these locked rooms first, all the other ones that we already have the keys for. So go ahead and make your way to the munitions depot over here. Use the map as reference if you have any trouble locating where I go. And what you want to do is grab your free wonder weapon case. Now some of these have multiple keys to them, and it's also RNG. So if you don't get a wonder weapon, don't get mad at me. It is the game talking. So some of these only have one key, some of these have two. If it has two, just know you may have to make a choice and open up one door and hope that it has it, but most of them you can kind of peek through and see. So there's the second one right there. You can grab it from the barracks and you can see where I'm at on the map. Now at this point I thought about just leaving because I have a Scorcher and a VR11 just from 2 minutes of work so far, but I wanted to make sure I gave you guys the best content possible. So right below the portal, you're gonna find the officers' quarters. And like I was mentioning, you can actually see through the bars, but unfortunately, none of them had anything of value for me. So I unlocked one, wasted my time just to show you guys where it's at, and then I wanted to head over to the antiquities room. Now the antiquities room, wow, that's a tongue twister. You actually it's a little bit more difficult. It's in the dome and it's kind of like cramped here, and these damn mimics, man, I hate them so much. Did you just see that? Like, he sniped me up top. Like, that's so ridiculous. Just tone them down a little bit. But anyway, so I run up and I unlock that room, and you know, lo and behold, there's nothing in there. At this point, I'm just angry. I'm like, let's get out of here before I get freaking 360 no scoped out of the sky by a mimic. Like, who cares at this point? So at this point, if you rotate with these rooms and do this over and over again, you can get wonder weapons extremely quickly. Now this uses the dark ether, so let's talk about the overworld and how you can do things without the dark ether, because not everyone likes to play that way. I get it. You don't always want to go into the dark ether. It's hectic. Not everyone is super quick with their motion, especially if you're playing on console and your sensitivity's low. That is completely different than the gameplay that you're viewing on your screen right now. That's only because I have a mouse, and mice are so much easier to use whenever it comes to rotation and aiming and things of that nature. So let's get right into it. So the overworld has these cool Easter eggs that are in tier 3. I'd highly suggest it, but let me show you the most efficient ones. So first of all, this one that's in the tier 3 by the checkered courtyard over here on the left side of tier 3, you can easily shoot these symbols and then it should show up a bunch of purple lines. All you're doing is trying to line up those purple lines to form a triangle, as you see there. They used to have a circle where you would have to kill the zombies within the circle, but what I've noticed recently is that they remove this, so you can kill the zombies as long as they have that purple outline to them or that little glow to them. You can kill them. This is how you get rare ether tools as well as refined crystals. Now I believe you can get the tier 3 crystals. I'm not 100% sure, but I've heard that you can. You know, people are always wrong when they tell me information. The second triangle is right behind it, by the way, so regardless, you know, on one of these I actually got the legendary ether tool, so it's completely worth your time. It's just kind of a little bit more of RNG. So go over here to actually line up the triangle. I didn't actually have the chance to do this one because I did these in the opposite order and these guys went ahead and took it. You can only do this once per game. It's the entire lobby can only do this once per game. So a lot of the times when I come in, I'll notice people are immediately doing it. So if you have a Scorcher, then you should do this. Otherwise, I wouldn't suggest it, only because you're likely not to be the first person there, and I'd hate for you to die just trying to do an Easter egg that I showed you. So always have an upgraded Scorcher. I can't preach it enough. Here's the third one. Line up the triangle and then you just simply kill zombies all around you. Now this is easily the best way for you to get refined crystals. You can do tier 3 contracts and they may be quicker, but honestly guys, I mean, what, you just stand there for a minute and kill some zombies and you instantly get a tier 2 pack-a-punch crystal as well as a legendary ether tool. I mean, instantaneously, that's a huge upgrade to your gameplay, especially if you like to use bullet weapons. So if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you comment down below bananas. Ask me any questions, guys. I like to talk to people who watch my entire videos. So if you're just interested in a topic from this video, you want me to cover something in Black Ops 6 or in Modern Warfare 3, simply request it below. Talk to me. I'm a human being and I'd love to chat with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.